Tomorrow, after nearly 3 decades, a Beaumont family will come face to face with their loved one's accused killer. Testimony begins in the morning in the capital murder trial of Clayton Foreman. He's accused of killing elementary teacher Mary Catherine Edwards back in 1995. Now, a jury of 6 men and 6 women and 3 alternates will hear the case. If convicted, Foreman could spend the rest of his life in prison. Good evening to you. I'm Jordan Williams. For years, this case was cold, until the Texas Rangers turned to genetic genealogy. 12 News has tracked every part of this case since the beginning, and tonight we want to take a closer look at the evidence that jurors will hear. For 25 years, the murder of Mary Catherine Edwards remained a mystery. Who would target a teacher, a Price Elementary educator, adored by students?
Yeah, she was just a genuine spirit, a caring legacy, man. She cared about our students.
Her allowing me to be who I was, which was kind of shy and withdrawn, it helped me to come out.
Edwards was found dead in the bathtub of her West End townhome in 1995. Prosecutors say she'd been sexually assaulted before being killed. Investigators had few leads until 2020.
26 years ago, we couldn't do with DNA what we can do today.
That's former Jefferson County District Attorney Bob Wortham.
Preservation of the DNA is what made this a successful investigation.
Prosecutors call it genetic genealogy. They say Edwards' killer left crucial evidence at the crime scene.
They were able to take the DNA out of her body and use it and preserve it.
Wortham worked with the Texas Rangers. They took DNA from the crime scene and entered it into genetic databases like Ancestry.com.
We had nothing. We had good DNA, but we had no names.
Initially, the Rangers located cousins with similar DNA. Then they carefully constructed a family tree.
You can't just plug in and say, John is our guy. We need an arrest warrant for John for capital murder. Doesn't work that way. It works in the police work still has to be done.
Investigators say more than 30 of Foreman's relatives voluntarily submitted DNA. They zeroed in on Clayton Foreman. They took DNA samples from the trash outside his home in Ohio and matched it with the DNA from the crime scene.
She was a bridesmaid in his wedding, so he knew her.
These are Edwards and Foreman's yearbook photos from Forest Park High School. Prosecutors have offered no motive for her murder, but they're expected to share another case with the jury. In 1981, Clayton Foreman pleaded guilty to raping a high school classmate. Prosecutors say the 2 cases have a number of similarities. The DA's office plans to present dozens of witnesses during the trial, and the trial may take a week or longer. And Judge John Stevens set to preside over that capital murder trial. I will be in court first thing tomorrow morning for the opening statements. Prosecutors are not seeking the death penalty. We hope you'll stay with 12 News on air, online, and streaming on 12 News Plus for complete gavel-to-gavel coverage.